Hi all, welcome to Tech Time with Rick. Today I'm going to do a quick review on the Amazon Fire Max 11 tablet. I did an unboxing just under a week ago, and in that time I've been just playing around with the tablet itself, trying to see what the strengths are, how good it is, and is it something you would consider buying for yourself? Let's go ahead with the review. From a productivity point of view, I think it's a good tablet. As it comes with a keyboard, it makes it a lot easier to type documents and everything. Like I said, it comes with Microsoft 365, but it only comes with 3 months subscription, like a trial subscription. I think for the price of the tablet itself, I paid £374.99 in the UK. And for that price, I think it's quite dear considering it was about $329.99 in the US. So that's quite a big disparity. And I think it would be in a bit of a sweetener if they added the 12-month subscription of Office included in the package. By the way, we can just do a quick test on the Note itself. If I just go here and just do a quick Note. So you can say typing wise, it's a very good tablet to type on. The keyboard feels good and it's easy to type away. So I think if you want to create a document and everything like that, this will be perfectly fine to use on a day-to-day basis. There you go, as you can see, typing is not a problem. So again, if you want to type, use documents, use it for maybe if your kids using it as a homework tool, it'll be perfectly fine. So you can get back, and also it has a pen. So if I install this app, which is the Squid app, we can use to take notes. Again, as Amazon doesn't have its own applications, you just have to go look for third-party ones, and this is something I do use. So I thought I'd try this out, and again, like I said, it does work well, and the pen does feel good. It's a bit chunkier than normal because I'm used to the thinner pens from the Samsung ones. I think do a quick comparison. As you can see, it's a lot chunkier than the S Pen. I kind of got used to the small one. To start off with, this felt quite small and thin. Then now all of a sudden I'm using this big normal size pen and it looks a lot chunkier. But again, it's quite comfortable to write on. Writing is great. It's quite smooth to write. So yeah, again, the pen itself is a great addition. So if you want to just scribble, take notes, I think it's quite good in that sense. So I think that's the productivity side of things, and I've been playing around with it quite a bit. So I said, again, it is good for what it is, and you can utilize it as a backup. So yeah, if you don't have your big laptop with you, or if you want to just take it a smaller thing to pack in your bag if you're going away, I think this can suffice if you're just doing like easy documentation and just sending quick emails here and there to your friends or to the clients and everything. So that's perfectly fine. And the pen itself, again, it's a bit chunkier than normal, but again, I think I'm getting used to holding it, and it does have a nice weight. And of course, it just needs a one AAA battery to work on, so that's not bad at all. So again, it's a good addition and good for the family. But again, it would be good if Amazon have their own tools and software to go along with it. Like, how, for example, with Google, you got Google Docs, Google Sheets and everything, so that at least they have something for the ecosystem. And as Amazon is trying to do their own ecosystem, it's a bit of a shame that we have to go and find third-party tools to make sure, you can utilize all these extra new tools that they've added to this package. Again, that's all I'm going to do from the productivity point of view. As you guys can see, it's quite useful. You can utilize it as a backup or a standalone for, say, a quick holiday or something like that. So again, it's useful to use. Next, I'll be moving on to the gaming side of things, see how well this helps. Because of course, nowadays we got a lot of gaming all around, cloud gaming and everything, and also Android gaming have come a long way as well. So we'll do the gaming side of things after this. From a gaming point of view, I'm gonna kick off with Amazon Luna. Luna is the gaming cloud platform, and I actually have been quite impressed with the way it works because there seems to be no lags, and in some cases it's been better than my Xbox Cloud. So let's kick this game off and let's see how it plays. Let's see. Can run around, jump, climb. Let's see if there's any slowdown or lag on the input. No, nothing at all. As you can see, from gaming point of view, cloud gaming for Luna seems fine. Next I'll move on to the Xbox Cloud side of things and take it from there. I'm on Xbox Cloud. Unfortunately, as you can see with Xbox Cloud, we don't have the cloud version to play the games on, which is a shame because unfortunately this is again from the Amazon App Store, and for some reason the app doesn't let me play cloud gaming on this at all, whereas on my other tablets I can play cloud gaming on the Xbox with no issues. But again, that's a bit of a shame. So we can just move on to the next stage, is the Android gaming, see how that fares compared to Xbox Cloud. Okay, if we go into the Amazon App Store, just get some games. They do have most of the games that you want to play with. There are some basic games, Android games, but if you want to look for something like Genshin Impact, this is where some of the limitations of the App Store comes and becomes more apparent, let's say, because it's not available to play at all, which is a shame because it's one of the popular games that you do want to play with. But unfortunately, it's not available. So these are one of the few limitations that you do have when you are going to be on the Amazon ecosystem. There will be some limitations, unfortunately. Let me just get out of here. Also, another thing I can show you is on a Geekbench point of view, the tablet speed is not too bad, but the thing what you have to also realize is, if I look into the one that I already ran, that's the single core of 693 and a multi-core of 1913. It's not too bad. It's your mid-range, I would say, tablet. But the issue that I have the most is the fact that the operating system is still Android 11. So Fire OS is still stuck on Android 11, which is not great. And I guess in some way this makes the reason why not all the latest apps are available, which is a shame. But there you go. That's the way it is, I suppose, if you buy within the Amazon ecosystem. Let's move on to YouTube. And as I said before, as we don't have the G Suite here, we have to use third party for YouTube videos as well. And we have a YouTube video for YouTube instead, which is a third party. Again, not issue with that because I do have that running right here. Again, it's not your typical YouTube, but it does run things. So if I just go to mine, I can just run the unboxing that I did for this. Let's go through the video. Again, it's not as smooth or nice as you'd expect with a proper Android app. But again, it does the job for content consumption. You can still utilize this, not a problem. It still runs well. You can still have your likes and dislikes, but again, it's not as good as your typical YouTube app from Google Play. And also, if you want to change settings, again, you can do the quality here. You can go all the way to 1080p. There's something peculiar about it and I'm going to show you something in a bit. But when I first started, none of the videos would go past 720p, which I found very weird. But again, now as you can see, it is 1080p now, but I can show you a reason why that is the case. So if I just get out of this right now, and let's go back to the home page. One good thing you can do with these tablets is the fact that you can sideload Android, and that's exactly what I've done here. As you can see, once I had the Android Play Store, let me just open this up. Yep, see, it's all nice and smooth, it works fine. I can start, and for example, Genshin Impact. Again, look, I wasn't able to download it before, but once I've sideloaded the G Suite and Google Play, it's all available for download. So as you can see, I had downloaded already. But again, if I just go into it, it kind of shows you the limitation for this tablet, basically, because it really struggles. It really does struggle. So just to make you aware, you shouldn't be playing Genshin Impact on this because it can't cope. And this is also on the lowest setting. So, but the thing is, once you have Android side loaded, the Google side of things, you can install your typical Google applications and games. There we go, Genshin Impact. As you can see, just scrolling, it's already struggling quite a bit. Yeah, so again, it's not something I would recommend. Let's go for a quick battle, see what I'm at. Again, it really struggles, so it's definitely not for gaming. Cloud gaming is fine, but not if you're going to use something like Genshin Impact. Of course, the smaller games and the less graphically enhanced games will not work well. There you go, that's how it looks. Let's get out of this. I'm going to show you another thing about this. Once I've installed sideloaded Google, is Game Cloud, Xbox Game Cloud. All of a sudden, this works well as well. You see, now you have the cloud version. So even though I'm playing a fast-paced game like Doom, it still works pretty well from a cloud game point of view. So again, like I said, this tablet, for cloud gaming is perfectly fine. For Android gaming, I would not recommend this. Okay guys, so my final thoughts on the Amazon Fire Max 11 tablet. I guess the pros, I would say it's got great build quality, it's got a nice comfortable keyboard, the pen is useful to have finally in an Amazon tablet. Device is perfect if you are, like I said, invested in the Amazon ecosystem. But of course, as I've shown you as well, there's a lot of limitations with the Amazon ecosystem. Lunar Cloud Gaming was a surprise, so that was quite good compared to the Xbox Game Pass Cloud. And also like the fact that the tablet has a fingerprint reader as well. Since this is going to be something you can use for documentation, you might have some like private documents that you don't want everyone to see, so it's good that it has a fingerprint scanner for extra security. And from my cons point of view, I guess the main thing would probably be the Fire OS. The fact that it's still stuck on Android 11 is not great when you're already on Android 13 and moving on to Android 14. The first party software, it needs to be more invested from Amazon, so they have something similar to Google's G Suite for productivity point of view. For the fact that this is actually a productivity bundle, which is supposed to be utilized for productivity, you still have to find third-party software to use. Of course, you have Microsoft 365, but just like Google, it would be good to have something of their own as a backup, because not everyone wants to buy extra subscriptions for another device. Like I said, the App Store needs definitely improving for the fact that it doesn't have Genshin Impact, which is one of the most popular games that's out there. Okay, it's fair enough, this tablet can't play it, but it'd still be good if it was available. And also, again, downloading the Xbox Cloud app from Amazon App Store, it doesn't allow you to play any of the cloud gamings at all. But again, once I did sideload the Google Suite and everything else, I think it's just much better. As you can see, cloud gaming can be played in this tablet, but it's just the fact there's that restriction with the app that's currently available in the Amazon ecosystem. 4 gigs of RAM, I think it's a big letdown as well for a productivity point of view, because I think 4 gig is not enough on a tablet if you want to use productivity. Because as this OS updates, as everything gets bigger, I think it was always good to have at least 6 gig of RAM just as a backup, just in case extra resources are needed. Say if you're running something like Project or something else. So that would be something to consider. Again, like I said, I would like to have a year subscription for the price that I paid for this for Microsoft 365. But again, it's something that I think Amazon should look into, because otherwise I don't think, even though this is a productivity value and I bought it as a bundle, it's not something that I would purchase myself unless it was on a deep sale, say come Amazon Prime Day or even Black Friday. From the screen point of view, I think the screen brightness could be a bit brighter compared to my older tablet that I have, the Samsung one. It's not as bright as the Amazon tablet. Again, it is not bad, but again, not great either, especially for the price you're paying. And the speaker sounds good, but again, could be louder as well. And more than anything, I think the final thing I would say to this, since this is supposed to be a productivity tablet, the main thing I would say missing is something like a desktop mode. Instead of having this standard home screen library that you have with all Amazon devices, there should be a desktop mode. Like for example, in Samsung, you have the DeX, Samsung DeX, which makes your tablet look like a PC, feel like a PC, and you can easily use it as a PC. So that's, I think, something that Amazon need to work into, creating their own desktop mode before they start, to be honest, releasing another version of this. I would say they should create a software to go with the hardware that they're releasing.